Frank, I'm resigning.
Don't do this. I'll turn it into a 6-month leave.
It is what it is.
Where are you gonna go?
I'm going home.
Executive front line here.
Wake up to what's happening, pal.
Get out of here! Go get a job! Creeps. They can all die.
Get your executive front line.
Ma?
Get out of my head.
Good morning.
You know, Daryl, if you have brought me into something unprepared...
Frank, it's nothing like that.
Daryl, there are 2 Forest Lawn ferries outside the door.
Frank.
Director McDonald.
My wife gave me a $500 pen, and I spend more time worrying about losing it than I do using it to some good. The men outside are with me. I call them advisors.
Yes, sir.
You and Daryl have done a hell of a job. Hell of a job. I'm leaving OCB. I recommended that Daryl replace me. And in the spirit of equal opportunity, he requested that you be appointed his Forest Lawn ferry. Congratulations.
Sir.
Take chances that lead to something.
Yes! Frank, you've been promoted.
There's a little guilt involved. The success is Vinny's.
Well, Terranova not being forgotten. When he's back from leave, he's bumped up to field director. But he's going to have to stay undercover. I don't think he'd fit in around here.
Promotion is a moot point. I held the resignation as a 6-month leave. I thought with a little time off, he'd change his mind.
You let him walk without being debriefed?
Oh, thank you for 40 months of valiant service in the face of daily terror. And now, Vinny, if you don't mind, we would like to confine you for an indeterminate period of time while the bureau psychiatrists ascertain your moral fitness.
Terranova rolled over mob kingpins and an arms cartel like that. The man's a walking compendium of criminality.
Oh, for God's sakes.
He brought them down. It stands to reason he outthought them.
Are you sure this doesn't have something to do with losing your long ball hitter?
I want him back on the job, or I want him debriefed.
Vincenzo, your breakfast?
He's not getting up for hours.
Ah, Pietro.
Face it, Ma. You raised a bum.
That's a bad joke.
I was teasing.
I don't like it. Vincenzo!
I'm eating your breakfast, little brother.
What?
Lice. I think you've got lice.
Ma, Pete fell down.
Is that any way to treat a priest?
Oh, I'm a lapsed Catholic.
Now, you've lapsed in a lot of areas lately.
What, am I gonna get my own personal sermon now, or
What
what?
you ought to get is a swift kick in the ass.
Boy.
Who's gonna give it to me, you?
Boys! At your age.
Least you could do is put your shirt on.
Sorry, Ma.
You got a life to live, Vinny. You ought to be getting back to it.
Yeah, that's right. It's my life, so leave me alone about it.
Remember Ronnie Sheen?
Yeah, vaguely.
Died last night.
God bless his soul.
Cancer. His last days were all I should have. So I should have done this, I should have done that.
No, that's not me, Pete.
No, I know. It's just that you quit OCB, you're hanging out here for months, nothing's happening, and I worry. You know how many people I see in the last moments of life agonizing over what was left undone?
Vinny, it's Tony.
All right, Ma, I'm coming. I'm still mafioso to the neighbors, Pete. Until that's a memory. How am I supposed to go about the business of being a regular guy? Hey, it eats me up. See you later.
Careful.
Okay. Say 20.
Hey, Vinny.
Hey, Rich.
Hey, Squillo, when you coming down to the store?
One-man band here, Warren.
Better wake up to what's happening, pal. Here you go, kid.
Thanks, Warren.
Okay. Keep it straight.
Hey, Tony, why don't you come to the meeting?
Give me a break, Richie, huh?
What's wrong with the neighborhood taking care of itself?
Who's gonna mess with me as long as Terranova's renting this bay, huh?
What are you gonna do when he leaves?
Hey, look, you pump gas or read this crap, but don't hock me about it, huh?
What's the matter?
No.
Nothing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Vinny.
What?
Do you,
Come on, spit it out.
your cousin Angela,
I'll mention it to her.
thanks.
Yeah.
Vin. Yo, Vinny. Come on, Terranova.
Hey, you got a problem here?
No, I don't have a problem. I have a little business here.
You know, I can't leave here until you talk to me. You know, another month of this, you're gonna be able to infiltrate the Hell's Angels.
I don't do that anymore, Frank.
We want you back with a promotion. If you're gonna resign, you have to go to Quantico for the debriefing.
What the hell is this? What is this, huh? What, you think you can come in here and do this to people? Just do this to us? What the hell is the matter with you? Hey! Oh, that's it. Run away. What the hell is this?
Tony!
What, you think you can just come in here and do this to people?
Tony, what's the matter?
The bastards are taking away my station and cancel my lease.
I'm sorry, man.
Oh, big deal. You're sorry. What is that? There was a time when guys like you wouldn't let this happen.
Tony, I'm changing all that in my life. You know that.
That's good. Well, you changed your life. They changed mine. 12 years here. They're turning it into a lightning lobe. Offer me a trainee position at minimum wage.
Something will work out, man.
Oh, that's great. I don't want your lip service. Vincenzo, basta, eh? Lo rispetto della famiglia. Ricordate sempre. Due
Yeah, will you get a hold of yourself? Tony!
Hi, Angie. How you doing?
Great.
Good.
Do you want a glass of wine before we go?
Nah, I'm pretty hungry. You want to just go?
Okay.
All right.
Just a sec.
Okay. Somebody's got their eye on you.
Who?
I'll introduce you.
Don't, Vinny.
Why not?
Makes me uncomfortable.
You don't date, do you?
This is a date?
Angie, I'm family. This is a pseudo date.
Vinny, it's so hard. I was really happy with Danny.
I know. Angie, he's been gone for 2 years.
I've gotten to like being alone.
It may be easy for you, but I don't believe you like it. Come on, let me introduce you to him. He's a good kid.
All right.
Excuse me? When are you gonna face the fact that the only way to deal with these people is to push back?
Not now, Warren, huh?
Okay, buddy. You'll know when the time is right. We're on your side.
Not like that gangster pal of yours that does nothing for nobody unless there's a dollar to be made. Richie's my cousin Angela. Angela, this is Richie Stram.
Pleased to meet you.
I was married to Vinny's cousin. He died.
That must be tough, huh?
You get used to it.
I see you in the morning sometimes going to the train.
I work in Manhattan.
I never see you in any of the neighborhood places after work. You hang out in the city?
I go home.
I'm not driving. Give me a drink.
Hey, Tony, what's wrong with you? What are you doing? Hey, take it easy, man.
I can't let him walk out of here like that. All right, you guys start without me. I'll try to get back if I can.
Vinny.
I'm just gonna make sure he gets home safe, all right? I'll be back.
Well, what?
Yeah, I think you're really pretty.
Tony!
Oh, already saw. You want a test drive at Toyota?
Tony, that's enough. Give me this.
What did you do to your face?
Oh, gotta be Japanese fist. You wanna be Japanese? I can make you Japanese.
I can live with Italian.
Italian is out. How about Jewish? Huh? Jaime se temple bet Isuzu. Hoo, hoo. Hey, you want to be a Japanese?
Come on, Tony, what are you doing? Come on. Come on, Tony. Come on. Up you go. Go home. Come on.
Morning.
Hey, Rich.
What happened here?
Batting practice. Listen, I called Angela last night. Thanks for getting her home safe.
Did she have a good time?
You're going out in the sound, aren't you?
Yeah. Hey, why don't you come with us?
Yeah, maybe I will. Tony ever shows up.
Hey.
Give this to Tony, will you?
All right.
You listen when he's done.
Sure. Take care. I can't believe Warren just gave this to Tony.
What?
It's Dr. Knox Pooley. He's a genius.
$400. Is that with or without the lubricant?
Hey, I'm sorry, Vinny, but you don't know what you're talking about. Dr. Pooley is a brave voice. I mean, if Tony had listened to him, he'd still have his own business.
Listen to who? Sorry about last night, Vince.
Yeah, tell it to the Toyota.
What kind of gavone does this, huh? Don't answer that.
Oh, that's from Warren.
I'm gonna need a lot of help getting through this, Vince.
Now, don't do this to me, Tony. I gotta concentrate on myself right now.
Well, that's cold.
We're both making changes after a lot of time on the job. Now, I know that my change is my choice, but we're both going through the same thing. I'm here for you, Tony, but don't ask me to nurse you through self-pity.
You're right. At least I don't have the law breathing down my neck, huh?
Justice has reviewed the Terra Nova situation. There is no precedent for forcing an agent to submit to debriefing against his will without the benefit of a grand jury subpoena.
What do you mean, no precedent?
I mean, it would be illegal.
Well, that's not acceptable. Well, we need him back. There must be something Terra Nova wants.
I think he wants to be left alone.
What the hell am I waiting for?
And because we have allowed our nation's resources, natural and technological, to be bought up by foreign influences, the day is not far off when the political destiny of America will
What about Dr. Poole?
in the Oval Office in Washington.
This guy makes some sense. Maybe I'll come to that meeting.
Tonight we got a field trip. You ready to get involved? There's a way you can be of some help.
Gotta shake things.
Oh, you're interrupting me here.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Just take a second, all right? What? I know some people in the market for guns. Think we can make some money?
Oh, you out of your mind or what?
Come on, they're gonna buy from somebody. Why not us?
Who wants these guns?
Oh, I can't say.
Tony, whoever these people are, you stay away from them, you hear me? You're not a player, don't be stupid. You stay away from these people, huh? Oh, look at us, oh.
How you doing, pal?
You sure know how to kill a conversation.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. You want me to get them back for you? No. Hey, yo!
No. I was just making an observation.
Oh, yeah? Well, I got something else you might want to observe.
Which would be...
Dinner.
I can feel you breathing.
Yeah, well, that's because I just got out of prison.
Is that true?
No, it's a metaphor.
You're full of secrets, aren't you?
No. Yeah, I am. You got a problem with that?
Not yet.
Good.
What?
Nothing. I just gotta make a phone call.
I gotta call you back, all right?
Yeah.
Sailor Hardware.
Mike Terranova.
Uncle Mike?
Vince? Oh, man, how you doing?
Working things out, you know.
Hey, this is the business line. Didn't I give you my private number?
Yeah, well, this is kind of business. Listen, I need whatever you got on a Dr. Knox Pooley and the Pilgrims of Promise Incorporated.
So, how about those Mets?
Oh, man, it's just when they start putting wingtip skids on wheelchairs.
That's not fair, Vince. I went to the wall for you.
But look, I really need this information.
This is not something you can dabble in when it suits you. It's too dangerous. Call my private number.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Come on.
Hello?
Ma, it's Pete.
Pietro.
I need to speak to Vinny.
I think he's sleeping. Just a sec. Vincenzo? Vincenzo?
Hi, Ma.
I hope you have listened to the Surgeon General. Your brother.
Hello?
Vinny, I need your help.
Yeah?
I'm at the Bayview Synagogue.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be right over. Let me just change my clothes. Okay, I'll be right there.
Thanks.
We are surrounded by complete disarray. The Jewish community seems to be in shock.
Any information you can get.
I phoned the Red Light right away. I could speak to
Hold on, I'm going to help you get that edge up. Just a second.
Okay. Ready?
Who did this?
Ignorance did this.
Excuse me, Father.
Push this up here.
Would you say that for the camera?
I think it was just kids.
How could I tell you? I came through the door and there were shadows all over the walls. No, I didn't see
I saw the smoke still coming out of those ovens, and I want to tell you, I never thought I would ever see anything that would remind me of that in these United States of America and in my hometown of Brooklyn, New York. I think that these people should...
Oh, Vincent.
You called the lifeguard.
Yeah, so what?
There's no need for acrimony here, gentlemen. No, we got a lot invested in you. Time, training.
Yeah, and I delivered on the investment. I paid a heavy price. I'm not your mole anymore. What I did for justice. I isolated myself from my own neighborhood. You know, they still think I'm a gangster. My own friends. And when there's nobody else to turn to, they come to me for dirty favors. And when I don't deliver, they resent me for it.
Suppose it doesn't mean much, but those of us who know admire you.
Yeah, but not enough to help me when it's personal.
What is it you want, Vincent?
I want data on Dr. Knox Pooley and the Pilgrims of Promise Incorporated.
I'll consider it. You know, this business we're in, Zach's a toll. I can see for you it's been profound. Still, there's one thing I don't think you can escape. You're the best there is, Vince. Loathe fate, if you will, remains axiomatic. You were born to it. Thanks for taking the time to listen to me.
Tony. Hey.
I did a terrible thing last night, Vince.
And this isn't self-pity here. This is regret. I need to apologize to somebody. I got involved in something so ugly. I can see it on my face when I look in the mirror.
You were at the temple. Was Richie with you?
Doesn't matter.
The hell it doesn't.
You can't make a blind man see. It's gotta come to us on our own. It came to me last night when I saw that old man hugging this holy scrolls. This little old man. And I destroyed a peacefulness in his life for no reason other than my own bitterness. They're coming back tonight. And I don't know how to say no.
It was that creep friend of yours, wasn't it? Warren Pike, right? He's the guy for the guns, isn't he? Tony, you'll say no.
10 dollars? Why, that knife marched all the way from the Rhine to Berlin. That knife has killed SS officers. See, their blood's still on the trade.
Buying some guns, Warren, huh? You want to do business with me, you come to me. But you don't suck my friends into being your middlemen. You hear me, Adolf?
Years in the priesthood, and for the first time since I entered the seminary, I felt to my soul what made me become a priest. You know, I know I've been giving you a lot of grief lately about hanging around the house.
Here it comes.
No. I was on your back because it brought to the surface in me how I was going through life on automatic. I became a priest in order to do God's work, helping people be the best people they can be. That's what my life is about. Not ritual or duty to the institutions of the church. It's about the simple teachings of Christ. Yeah, I guess it's ironic my revelation came in a synagogue.
Well, maybe you should be a rabbi.
You've got to get back to your work, Vinny.
Pete, what are you...
I don't mean the OCB. I mean what you were meant to do. Help people. I could walk out that door right now, get hit by a truck, and I'd die fulfilled in my life because it finally came back into focus for me. You've got to find that in yourself.
Shh, Pete, you're on TV. Where's the control?
I got it. It's over here.
These prayer books are the Old Testament. It's what Jesus read and found solace in. The violation of this temple is a terrible thing, but these are material things. They can be replaced. What's truly horrifying is the people who did this violate their own human spirit. They diminish all of us in this act. They're pathetically ignorant people. This act is their confession.
What can we do about it?
Pray for them and clean up this mess.
Later in the day, the Jewish Defense League held a press conference.
Nicely put, Pete.
Oh, I'm so proud of both of you.
Well, I gotta get out of here.
Remember what the Surgeon General...
See you later.
can't make it tonight, Warren.
Why not?
Because he's helping me out tonight, Warren. Got a problem with that?
Absolutely not, Mr. Terranova.
Good.
Listen, why don't you just call me Vinny?
Okay, Vinny. Thanks.
Maybe we can do some business together.
See you later.
Okay, take care of yourself.
Thanks for hanging in there with me, Vince.
Yeah, okay, Tom. I got a hot date waiting. I'll see you later.
All right. Hey, Vince.
Yeah.
If there is a Judas among you, leave now. Once you've taken the oath, there is no turning back. Repeat these words. I will die for the promise.
I will die for the promise.
To retrieve our heritage.
Retrieve our heritage.
To purify our blood from the encroachment of Zog.
Purify our blood from the encroachment of Zog.
From the lower forms rising up from the mud.
The lower forms rising up from the mud.
Out of the seed spilled into the beast.
Out of the seed spilled into the beast.
I will die for the new land of the promise.
I will die for the new land of the promise.
Our blood intermingles. Repeat the words. We are brothers in the fight for salvation.
We are brothers in the fight for salvation.
We are brothers of the promise of white salvation.
We are brothers of the promise of white salvation.
Remove the hood.
Why'd you introduce this kid to Angela?
You know, seemed like a good kid. Real polite, real willing to help.
Maybe he is a good kid.
Come on, Pete, he's a hate Mooney.
Still friends with Tony?
Tony's going through a crisis right now. But at least he realized his mistake.
The whole neighborhood is going through a crisis.
Yeah, I can see that. It bothers me, too. I don't like seeing Napolitano's produce turn into, what is it, Kim Sum's fresh fruits and vegetables. When I left here, they were still singing a cappella on the street corner. Now it's rap. I think, you know, this isn't right. No, it's not wrong either. It's just change. New faces in the neighborhood aren't here to hurt us. They're just trying to get through their day, too.
It's tough for the old people to adjust. They nudge their kids about letting it happen, which probably wouldn't mean anything except for the fact that opportunity is dried up for a lot of these kids. The worst thing we can do is shut the door further on young people already panicked by a bleak future.
And I fixed Angela up with a kid who took a blood oath from a goon squad.
A real polite kid. Real willing to help.
I know how to throttle him.
Why don't you let me do it? Ask him to come see me. And don't say anything to him about what you saw.
Save his soul, Pete?
If you saw something in him good enough for Angela, maybe there's a soul worth saving. At least let me give it a shot before you give him one.
Father, turn over. All right. See you later.
Yo.
Take this down to the market and box these numbers. Thank you, sister.
Peter?
You are quoted as saying your duties are not about ritual or obligation to the institution of the church.
Yes, Monsignor.
You feel you have no obligation to the church.
But that's not what I meant.
And the way I read ritual, it seems like a dirty word.
That's not what I meant, all right?
I don't think I care what you meant. I think I care how what one of my priests says is perceived.
Monsignor,
I would be very glad not to see you on TV or read about you in the newspapers.
Monsignor, may I speak, please?
I'm running late for a meeting with the bishop. Let's hope this doesn't come up.
Ritual seems like a dirty word.
What is it?
Your brother.
Oh, Vinny.
Angie, what happened?
Mr. Terranova, your brother was hit by a car. He's gone.
What about my mother?
She's sleeping. I've given her a sedative. She's dealing with it much better than I would have guessed. Pete said something to her recently that she's found comfort in. The directions are on the bottle and my number.
Can you stay here, Angie?
Yes.
Get these people to leave, please.
Mr. Terranova, we need to speak alone. Vinny, this tragedy's being scrutinized by every available existing technology.
You think it was intentional?
No. But when we lose an active agent or a relative, ComStat has programmed a red flag. Sirens went off the minute your brother's name was entered into the hospital database. I think it's a mindless hit and run, probably a drunk. But if there is any evidence to be found, we will hang the bastard.
If that be me,
We're family, Vinny. As much as you want us to be.
We're not going to put any more pressure on you, Vince. Elias will cut through the red tape. We'll rush your resignation.
I'm gonna work on my own terms, Frank.
Sorry?
If I can work on my own terms, I'm not resigning.
What do you think about it, Vince?
I don't need to think about it. There'll be no more regrets in my life. My brother died fulfilled in his life, at peace with himself. And in that fulfillment, I learned a very important lesson. I learned not to shrink from the truth. Not to hide in petty easiness from disquieting reality. That reality is inevitable. And the fullness of life is facing it and being the best person you can be in that confrontation.
tragedy here is not only my brother's death, it's how blind we are to the simple truths that he tried to teach us.
He's reducing your schedule to absolute chaos. It's outrageous for you to be kept waiting, Mr. Elias. If you'd like, I'd be happy to... I know it costs a little more, Frank, but dry cleaning is really the way to go.
Highlight the final report on Vince's brother.
Forensic believe the vehicle that struck him is a pickup or van, judging from the fact that the body was thrown down and under the wheels. Massive cranial trauma. Father Terranova was dead before he hit the street. No witnesses, no suspects at this time.
Now I want Vince back in the saddle.
You ever been in mourning, Daryl?
He needs to immerse himself in work of genuine significance. Vandalized synagogues in Brooklyn do not fall within OCB purview.
You gave him authorization.
Because the alternative was his resignation from the Bureau. But this is a matter that
We are talking about something more than a few spilled bottles of Mogan David here. We're talking about racists who approached Vince for weapons because they thought he was mob-connected.
What do we know about these people?
All right. Knox Pooley, spiritual guru to a group called the Pilgrims of Promise. Pooley ran a string of auto dealerships in the Northwest, talked himself right up to his ego, went into shopping malls and fast food. When the oil crisis happened in '74, everything went belly up. Started a mail-order business specializing in black velvet paintings of Elvis and commemorative doorstops of Ron and Nancy.
How large is the organization?
350.
As many as that.
Pooley's in the New York area for TV appearances and tent meetings. He's spreading a mix of racial and economic theory that's askew just to the right of Genghis Khan.
You're aware of the First Amendment?
No, you explain it to me. Calvin Hollis, Pooley's right hand. Father's habitual child molester. Committed suicide when the family farm was taken over by a conglomerate. Calvin was 6. Left school in the 8th grade, molestation scandal with a male teacher. Deemed psychologically unfit by all 4 military branches. Served 6 months when he broke his former wife's nose because she turned on a hairdryer during Super Bowl 19.
So, we have a low-rent entrepreneur and an emotional cripple, and Terranova sees him as a threat to the nation.
Or maybe he just sees them as the flip side to everything his brother's life stood for. I'll give him your condolences.
My friends, it comes down to a very simple question. Who's to blame? I've heard it in the abandoned textile mills of North Carolina. Mills that once wove the strong fabric of a nation now produce only the tattered remnants of despair. Who's to blame? And you've asked yourself that same question, haven't you? When you've lost that job on the construction site or the loading dock, a job you've had for 20 years, to someone who can't speak the language but who's willing to work for $2.50 an hour, haven't you asked, who's to blame? 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 Yeah. Oh, yeah. Take a look. Take a very long and a very hard look. We're to blame. We're to blame. Each and every one of us. Well, that's not what you wanted to hear, is it? You didn't want to hear that in order to break the yoke of economic oppression, we got to take responsibility for allowing our enemies to slap it on us in the first damn place.
T-shirts.
We have allowed our...
Good crowd, huh, Calvin?
12 million in New York for him.
11 and a half are mud people. This is a damn good...
What about the artillery, Warren?
I brought the guy, like I said.
And conceal the dagger of betrayal in the other. You say, Dr. Pooley, who are these enemies? Some folks say it's the Jews. In fact, if I had a quarter for every time I'd heard that, I'd be $10 shy of being Jewish myself. The fact remains that it would be easy to point our finger at the bankers and the financiers, Jewish or not, for the fact that our great nation can't compete in the global marketplace with the Asiatics. And it would be easy to blame the liberal leftists, Jewish or not, for sacrificing our working people on the altar of international Bolshevism. But one terrible fact would remain. That is, because we have been complacent, because we have been gullible, because we have been naive, we have allowed them to exercise their genetic need to dominate a Christian world. So don't blame it on the Jews for doing it. Blame it on yourselves for letting them. But by taking responsibility for our own domination, taking the first step on that long road to the promised land of economic emancipation. How are we going to get there? How do we get to this new Garden of Eden? There is a roadmap to freedom, and it's contained in the recorded messages, in the literature, on the tables, at the end of this hall. Read them. Listen to them. And if what you learn makes you madder in hell, it'll mean that you're ready to join this historic movement and to open up your mind, to open up your heart, and to open up your wallets and accept your birthright to a land of pure blood, pure spirit, and a pure belief in our divinely ordained superiority as a people. God bless you all. God bless you.
I didn't come out here to handle with you. I want you to get Pooley. I deal with the head guy or I walk.
Dr. Pooley is bringing the Pilgrims of Promise together, but I am leading them into battle.
Oh, glory, glory, hallelujah.
$50 Uzis, 400 mags of 32, 15,000 rounds of 9mm Parabellum, tracers and hollow points. What's your number?
65,000.
Terms?
Terms?
10% down, the rest on delivery. Don't walk away from me. I just made a business proposition.
No, you just made a mistake. You can take your little shopping list to the A&P. My people deal in megatons and they deal in cash, up front and in full. So if you're really planning on leading these pilgrims into battle, you better sell one hell of a lot of T-shirts.
Nobody speaks that way to me. Who's the kid?
Richie Stram from the neighborhood. Took the oath 3 days ago.
Well, it's time to stick Richie's hand in the fire. Get Stan Corker. Tell him I want to mobilize.
If there's something on for tonight, I can be ready.
No, if I wanted you involved, I'd tell you.
And then they closed the plant, and inside of 6 months, he's dead. My mom says it broke his heart. I don't know. You know, before I started listening to Dr. Pooley, I figured, you know, that's life. But he straightened me out to what's really happening. I think that's what Vinny needs. You know, somebody to just lay it all out for him.
Vinny needs time to heal. Pete's only been dead 5 days, and he's...
Hey, Angie. Come down to San Tony's with me.
Oh, I had a huge lunch.
Oh, come on, just take a walk with me. Work up an appetite. We'll get some spaghetti, maybe a plate of calamari, right?
Despite your differences, I'm sure you loved your brother. The redemption of your soul would be a tribute to his memory.
Hey, bingo's tonight, isn't it? They'll probably need you to call the numbers.
Hey, Vinny, Dr. Pooley's doing a radio show. Me and some of the guys are gonna go. Now, why don't you and Angela come along?
That guy is a lying bastard who's turning you against people you grew up with. People who are your friends. He wants to tear this neighborhood apart.
He's the last hope we got to hold it together.
Fine, yeah. Then go listen to him. But do it with your brain in gear. He's playing you for a jerk. Come on.
Richie's just looking for some kind of direction in his life.
I was not gonna get it from Knox Pooley. That guy's a hate monger.
Richie's not a hater.
You hardly even know him.
But you do. And you like him, or you wouldn't have tried to fix him up with me. That's why you're afraid he's getting into something he can't handle. I thought you were gonna hand the Monsignor's head to him on the collection plate.
You know, he's in the house with Ma, you know? He's saying to her, a mother that raises a son, that serves the church, needn't feel ashamed of another son that defies God's commandments. And he feeds me that line about Pete loved me anyway. I don't need him to tell me how Pete and me... You know, things that I've done, and the things people think I've done, that's not what I am.
Tell me something I don't know.
Thanks for staying at the house and helping Ma through everything.
We're family. Maybe not blood, but... When Danny died, I would have gone crazy if it wasn't for you. You saw me through the toughest time of my life. I'll always love you for that.
Stan, do you read Dr. Pooley's newspaper? Yeah, I never knew the Rockefellers started out as Jew bankers from Russia.
Don't turn.
We have to pick up Warren.
Warren's not coming. Make your next left.
The bridge is the other direction.
Do it, pissant.
When Danny died, it was so senseless, just like Pete. How did you deal with that?
I cried a lot, prayed a little. And then one day I went to visit him. I talked to him about the time we had together and about the time we weren't gonna have. How there'd always be a part of him alive in my mind.
Pull over. Why are we stopping here?
Keep it running. Let's go.
What are you guys doing? Shut up.
Drive! 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 Right, into the alley. There's over 100 grand here. Get it to Calvin, now.
Hi, Vinny.
Hi.
Scrambled?
No, no thanks. Oh, sorry.
Excuse me. Vinny, we're really gonna have to.
Buongiorno.
Morning, Ma.
I couldn't wait up for you two. Did you have a nice time?
Breakfast, Aunt Carlotta?
Just coffee. Where's the paper?
I'll get it.
Get it.
Hey, Richie didn't bring my car back last night. He usually leaves the keys in a mouse spot.
Vinny, talk to me. Talk to me.
Last night, we didn't need just anybody. We needed each other in a way that we never did before.
Are you sorry?
No, no. I'm scared. I used to have 3 people in my life. Mom, Pete, and you. And now Pete's gone, and I don't want to lose you too.
Vinny, you don't have to.
Please, listen to me. Now, maybe last night could lead to something new that, you know, could keep on being great. But what if it went wrong? Well, being lovers is a lot different than being friends. And we couldn't be there for each other anymore. I don't want to take that chance, Angie.
I was lying awake trying to think of how to act completely happy this morning. Must have been scared of the same thing. Guess the time's not right, Vinny. For either one of us.
Yet.
Yet.
Where's Richie?
Hey! Richie! Hey! Get out of here, man!
You know what would make me one happy fella? Is being able to tell Elias that you're through with Knox Pooley.
My DMV reports?
Over 1,800 vans and pickups registered within a 20-block radius of where Pete was killed. It was an accident, Vince.
Well, if it wasn't, whoever did it's still out there. And if it wasn't, he's still out there, too. If it was your brother, Frank, what would you do?
The exact same thing. Hey, what about this gun deal with Calvin Hollis?
Those guys can't afford bullets.
All right, so there's zeros. Elias wants you reassigned. What do I say to Elias, Vince? Vince, you don't care about my happiness.
Where's Vinny? He inside?
He's looking for you somewhere. Why'd you drive off like that? What's wrong?
I really like you, Angela. I mean, I really like you. I really like you. You know the kind of guy Vinny is. What he's done. I'm just trying to stand up for our people like Vinny does. Him and I are doing the same thing.
Richie, I don't know what
We have to be responsible for our own domination. If we can do that, we can be emancipated.
Whatever the problem is, Vinny will help.
I don't want Vinny's help. Don't tell him I saw you. Don't. I just flipped the key through the door and that was it, okay?
All right, I won't tell. Richie, you're hurting me.
I'm sorry.
I'm tired of excuses, Marty. Excuses cost. Gutenberg printed faster than you. It took me 3 weeks to bang out from Moses to Marx the conspirators among us. It took you 3 months to print and ship. We missed Christmas. Come in, Calvin. I'm not going to have an entire market area go begging for material because my printer hasn't moved into the 20th century. You read me? You know that Warren Pike's moving more of our material through his store than any other outlet in the Northeast? He's a real go-getter. We should bring him closer into the fold. I'm negotiating with Warrior Elite for their mailing list. Getting that is vital, Calvin. Over 45,000 more folks who want to believe. But if we're going to reach out and touch them, we got to have a substantial I should know better than to be concerned about finances.
Last night I authorized Stan Corker and some of the...
Our enemies don't realize what they're up against in Calvin Hollis and Knox Pooley.
Well, this is only part of the...
What makes us such a great team
is
the diverse nature of our talents. Now, I'm an observer of global conditions, a conceptual man. And meeting you galvanized my ideas and made me realize that our race is on the verge of extinction. You take the conceptual, turn it into the tangible. And the beauty of our relationship is that it's based on a mutual respect for each other's expertise. I have complete confidence in your ability to collect funds without my interference. You're the only man I really trust.
Well, I believe God put you on the earth to be the savior of the white race.
Well, there's a little bit of God in all of us, Calvin.
This is a gift. It's the first printing. And it's signed by the Fuhrer.
Only you would have the sensitivity to know what this would mean to me.
Well, there's a book signing in the center of Hymietown today. There is a supporter who could use an inspirational visit.
And I want to have a little chat with Warren Pike, too. Will you set that up for me? Calvin, thank you for being the solid rock on which our sacred movement stands.
You should get some kind of award, you know what I mean? The way you're helping those young kids, giving them a sense of direction in life. Richie, look who's here to see you.
Dr. Pooley.
Hello, son. My people have informed me that you're a superlative individual. I just want to come here and look you in the eye and tell you that you're a valued member of our organization.
Dr. Pooley, I can't be in the Pilgrims of Promise anymore.
Richie? You're working in a gas station. This man is wearing a suit and a tie, and he wants to
Mom,
help
will you just stop it?
Very disappointed to hear this.
But Dr. Pooley, it isn't you. I mean, I still believe in what you say. It's just, I can't... I guess I'm not into politics the way I thought I was.
This is not about politics. Now, you got a beautiful home here, and you've been blessed with a mother who's nurtured and protected you. Don't you feel like you owe her the peace of mind that comes in knowing that she's going to be protected? And that the home that she's worked so hard to build is going to be safe from the dark forces that would undermine the very foundation on which it's built? Don't you owe her that, son?
I guess so. It's just, I never figured...
That's what the Pilgrims of Promise is all about. Giving that full measure of devotion to those who've been devoted to us. Oh, it's not about politics, Richie. It's about love. Now, I want you to attend a seminar this weekend.
A seminar?
Yes, an amalgam of theoretical workshops and field training. Now, the fee is usually $350. But because of the leadership potential I see in you, I have decided to award you a scholarship. Suitable for framing.
Isn't that wonderful?
Being a pilgrim of promise isn't easy. It involves great sacrifice, like losing a wife and 3 children, because she couldn't see that miraculous dawn that's going to come at the end of this long and fearful night. I hope someday that those children can be proud of their father, Richie. As proud as I know that your kids are going to be of you. Make them proud, son. Stand before them like a great beacon, shining the way on that road into the future. Will you be with us, son? Will you be with us on that road to salvation? God bless you.
Hey, come to my mother's house?
Your office isn't in the book.
Where's the kid? Where's Richie?
The number was 65. Here it is. We sold a lot of T-shirts. You have our little shopping list. I expect delivery by Monday.
Where is Richie?
Richie is one of us. That's where he is. Monday, Mr. Terranova.
I'm not going to raise a water pistol, Calvin Hollis. This is a situation Terranova's created without OCB involvement.
You authorize my involvement.
You know, I am sick and tired of having everything I say thrown back in my face. And this is an OCB war room, Agent Terranova. The leather bar is down on K Street.
You know, I'm not surprised you know where it is.
Vince.
You know, you are the living proof of the chaos that ensues when procedure's ignored. We let you ride through Brooklyn like the Lone Ranger on some personal mission.
You haven't let me do a thing that is aimed at getting me back in the uniform. Your success is based on my performance, and don't think I don't know it.
And the price I have to pay is disrespect, the waste of finite resources, and the petulant attitude of a renegade who's fixated on some insignificant racist.
Calvin expects those Uzis by Monday. He may be holding Richie Stram as some kind of a hostage.
And on this solid evidence, you want the Bureau to turn these lunatics into an armed cadre.
We're not advocating the deal go through.
I have Calvin's money, so I control the meat. I'll wear a wire, and when he takes possession, we nail him. Hey, I'll even dress for it.
Your request to release weapons to Calvin Hollis is denied, unequivocally, irrevocably denied.
At least he's keeping an open mind. You know, I've known you for 3 years. I've never heard you mention Richie Stram. All of a sudden, he's a son you never had.
What are you fishing for, Frank?
A motive. I think you're going through the most emotional period of your life. Now, I understand the grief, but it can make you see things that aren't there.
Like what?
Like a connection between the Pilgrims of Promise, Richie Stram, and your brother's death. Eyeballing every truck and van in Brooklyn is like trying to catch smoke. Now, I would like the truth, or as close to it as you can come.
Are we after guys who are playing mind games with a kid in the neighborhood, or are we after the people that killed your brother?
You ever dug a latrine before?
When does the seminar start?
This is the slime the mud people crawled out of. It spawned the niggers and spicks who shot their seed into our own pure blood. They made us weak. They sucked the purity out of us, so now we're drowning in their filth. But they don't know we hooked onto a lifeline. Dr. Knox, Pooley, thank God. And Dr. Pooley, the greatest man alive since Adolf Hitler. The only man who lives and breathes the cause of white people in this country.
Facts are clear, and they speak for themselves. Warren Pike is a traitor.
I don't know what facts you're talking about.
The fact is that when you hit that armored car, he was home picking his feet.
He said you told him we didn't need him.
Use your brains. He doesn't go, I have to use the kid. Kid's as green as a frog. He shows up with the money, he's messing his pants.
Don't figure Warren would lie to us about the heist.
He brings Terra Nova to us for the guns. We hand him 65 grand. Now, don't you think Warren gets his cut? He figures, why go out on a job? Maybe get caught. Maybe get killed. When you guys stick your necks out, and he still collects.
I suppose you got proof of this, Calvin.
He's been making 4-figure deposits every week for the past 2 months.
Our money that he has cut himself a piece of.
I'm saying we should ask him.
If he thinks we're on to him, he goes straight to Terra Nova for protection. Or maybe the cops.
He's one of us, Calvin.
Tell me that when he fingers you for killing that spade. Warren's a Zog agent. He's a lackey of the Zionist-occupied government.
I vote that he disappears. We put him in a hole tonight. Nobody but the worms will find him. Nobody betrays us and survives. Nobody. I've already sent for him.
What's the deal I gotta get up for?
Warren Pike, you've been tried as a traitor and found guilty. Sentence is death.
What are you guys crazy? I didn't do nothing.
Vinny, Frank just called. He's oozing with that merchandise you requested.
Tell Frank I owe him one.
That's what he told me to tell you.
Get in the car, Richie.
I don't have to go
Get in the car, Richie.
Blut von unserem Blut und in euren jungen Gehirn brennt derselbe Geist, der uns beherrscht. Ihr könnt nicht anders sein als mit uns verbunden. Und wenn die großen Kolonnen unserer Bewegung heute siegen durch Deutschland regieren, dann weiß ich, ihr schließt euch den Kolonnen an. Und
Come here. Get out. All right, you had me chasing all over Brooklyn for you. I don't like that. I want to know what's going on, and I want to know now.
Every time I turn around, I've got somebody pushing in on me. Somebody I don't want. Vinny, just let me go and forget about it. You got no idea what it's like where I'm at. You guys never get pushed in on the way.
What the hell are you talking about?
I thought it was gonna be something good for me, for all of us. I was just trying to do something good. Nobody was supposed to get killed.
Who got killed? Richie, who got killed?
I threw dirt on his face. I covered him up.
Who?
Warren. They had a firing squad, Calvin did. I thought we were going to the radio station. But we were going, Corker made me go to where the armored car was. He killed a guard. He made me take the money to Calvin. I don't even remember.
Where's Calvin and Corker now?
I don't know. I mean, they were up there at the camp, but they blindfolded me. I don't even know where I was.
Why the hell didn't you tell me about this before?
I don't know! I know the way you guys are. You see me like
Hey,
this
don't give me you guys. This is me you're talking to, Richie. It's just me.
I thought I was doing something good. You know, I thought maybe, you know, if Angela sees me like the...
Well, let's go.
Vinny, I don't know how to get out of this.
Come on.
You still gonna sell those guns to Calvin?
Hey, Richie, you know the way it is with us guys. It's business. Now get inside and lay low. Don't go anywhere and don't talk to anybody. Once the deal goes down, maybe Calvin won't be so much of a problem anymore. Well, come on, get in the house and stay there.
Richie, look who's here to see you.
Where have you been, Richie? I've been waiting.
Nothing yet, Frank.
All units stand by blue.
We're on standby.
He sits down to breakfast, I'll let you know.
Vince will give me the word when Calvin takes possession.
He's here.
Calvin's inside.
Units stand by red.
All units prepared, Vince.
Cancel the order, Frank.
Cancel? What do you mean? We can't cancel.
Units return to standby blue.
We gotta move, Vince!
What the hell is this?
What do you mean, what the hell is this?
Don't jerk me around.
Don't flatter yourself. You wanted the merchandise, here it is.
I wanted 50 Uzis.
Yeah, and here they are. You got everything. You got the stocks, the barrels.
But the stuff is in pieces?
What, you never bought artillery before?
I don't want pieces.
We don't risk moving assembled merchandise.
Up yours. I don't want pieces. What am I gonna do with pieces?
You put them together. What do you think you do with pieces?
Vince, don't you do this to me! Don't do it, Vince! Vince, we gotta move or we're gonna lose him and the merchandise!
Frank, you're screaming in his ear.
We gotta move!
He's on scene. He calls the shots.
You son of a bitch. I knew you were gonna try something. I gave you the money up front, and you give me pieces?
Simple. One of your monkeys can do it.
That's my merchandise.
Yeah, I know.
That is my merchandise.
Well, then shut up and take it, or I'm gonna send it back.
I want you set to move on that warehouse, and I mean set!
I know I couldn't trust you, you lying bastard. I don't have room for it.
Then call your friends. They're lousy with pickups. Freddie!
Okay, you talk to me, Vince. You talk to me right now! You follow Vince. You don't let him out of your sight.
Come on, start loading it up. Call Burton and Clark. Tell them to get out here.
You set me up, Vince. I swore to Elias the deal would never go through.
I couldn't let you bust that deal, Frank. Richie was there with Calvin.
So what?
Calvin got the 65 grand from an armored car heist in Brooklyn 3 nights ago. Richie was the wheel man.
You knew that before I got you the guns?
No, Frank, I didn't know Richie was gonna be there. But the kid's got evidence that we can use. He's witness to a murder and a grand theft.
He is an accomplice to a cop killing. The guard was an off-duty NYPD, a cop, Vince. One of us. Every uniform in the city feels like he's lost a brother, and you're protecting a cop killer.
But Stan Corker pulled the trigger. I just don't know where he is. Frank, if I would have let you bust that deal, you would have had to take Richie in. He would have got fried for what they did. Without Corker, he's got nothing to trade with the DA.
And what do I have to trade with Elias? You made the Bureau a party to your vendetta.
That's not what this is about.
Are you still telling me this has nothing to do with Pete?
It's got everything to do with Pete. It's got everything to do with me too, Frank. It's why I became a cop in the first place.
The next time you decide to leave the Bureau, you go with your gut.
Hey, I didn't set you up, Frank. Now, how long do you think it'll be before Calvin figures out those guns?
Hopefully it'll take him a week to figure out the ejector springs are missing.
I told you to stay put, didn't I?
Calvin was waiting for me when you dropped me off. I had to go with him. It doesn't matter anymore. I'm facing it, Vinny. I'm with those guys.
What are you, stupid after what
the hell
they did?
choice do I have? You're either for Calvin or you're against him. He thinks I'm against him, he's gonna kill me. That's what he does. If I go to the cops, I get the chamber for a murder I didn't do. Yeah, I'd rather live.
Maybe I can help.
Oh, yeah, that's what I thought. But you sell guns to killers, so I don't see much of a future with you either.
Hey, why don't you stop bitching about what everybody's doing or not doing? What are you doing to help yourself?
There's nothing I can do.
You know something? Knox Pooley's a twisted intellect, but he's right about one thing, and that's taking responsibility. I saw you being inducted into the Pilgrims of Promise. I should have taken responsibility for you then, but I got caught up in my own problems.
Why don't you give me a break?
When are you gonna face the fact that your life is what you want it to be? If it stinks, then change it, but take responsibility for it.
My life is not worth taking responsibility for.
Well, I'll give you something that is. My life. I'm a federal agent, undercover with the OCB. Richie, I know exactly what you're going through. Feeling squeezed in and left out at the same time, but believe me, the only road you're facing that isn't a dead end is to pin this murder on the people that are responsible for it. That's Corker, Hollis, and Pooley.
Dr. Pooley didn't know anything about this. See, Calvin's in charge of operations, and he brags about it all the time. Says Dr. Pooley doesn't know a thing about...
Richie, wake up! Calvin's a dim bulb. He couldn't run that show by himself. You've got one chance to live free, and that's to get the DA what they need to nail all those guys. You can get close to them. I can't.
You want me to work undercover?
All I want you to do is look and listen. Whatever you get, you bring it to me. I can't guarantee you're not going to do any time. But if you do, at least it'll be a sentence with an end. You stay with the Pilgrims, I promise, Richie. You're pulling down the shade of the rest of your life.
Does Angela know?
No. Just my mother, my direct superiors, and now you.
All those times, seems like we didn't have much in common. Shooting hoops, maybe. Mom, Dad. Things I've seen people do. Doesn't seem like there's any souls to save. Or anyone's worth saving. And I think about when you said that we're doing God's work and we try to help people be the best they can be.
knowing that none of us will be saints. But at least the most of us has that potential that we gotta try to get at. I can hear you saying that, man. I couldn't have grown up without you. I just hope you gave me the strength. I hope you gave me the strength to grow old without you. I love you, man.
Every time I see this guy, Knox Pooley, he looks more like a carpet salesman.
Car salesman. He owned used car lots in the Northwest in the 70s, went broke. Now he sells white power cassettes for the Pilgrims of Promise. He's on the talk show circuit with his book, The New Eden, a badly written polemic tract with some far-right fundamentalist doctrine. Great for insomnia.
Next.
We got a new print on him, Calvin Hollis. Turns out he's just a low-rent cowboy. Did 6 months for assault, beat up his own black mailman. He's Knox Pooley's operations officer. He believes this racist stuff.
Being here's a waste of my time. I gotta take care of things at home.
Look, Vince, I know you want to work these guys. Maybe you should. All I'm saying is this is a badly organized splinter group. They're strictly small fry.
Small fry? These guys knocked off an off-duty cop and stole 65 grand to buy Uzis.
The slain officer was Emmett Hicks, 22-year veteran, NYPD. Brooklyn Blues are looking for someone to string up, and I wouldn't want to be the guy they catch.
I gotta get going. I'm worried about Richie.
Richie Stram, neighborhood kid. Vinny sort of adopted him. Vinny's turned him in. He's working for us.
You know, that is real annoying what you do there. Is it all you're here for is to spit out file information?
One of the things I've been doing here is busting my butt trying to run down more information on the truck that ran down your brother. The gas chromatography report on your brother's clothing kicked out some stuff, like customized green paint, some sort of wire mesh, and a partial plate, first two letters EG.
Thank you, Mark, if you don't mind. Preliminary, of course, so we don't know for sure.
Oh, what wire mesh? That was a question.
A possible bug shield in front of the radiator. Look, it was a hit and run. We're pursuing this as fast as we can, but we won't have confirmation for a few more days.
Well, if that was it, I gotta get going. Thanks for pushing on Pete's death for me, okay?
Now, if I'm gonna cook for you, I'll need the right pans and utensils. Mom's can opener's broken. Here, chew the top off of it, tough guy.
Yeah.
Richie's going through a tough time.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, he'll be all right. He's got you. You can talk to him. You can listen. You're a good listener. Here, do this one.
Well, wait a minute.
Thank you.
Is this Morales' place? Yo! Hey in there. Is Pablo Morales bad, man? Drop it, man! I said drop it! Turn around and put your hands behind your back.
What's going on here?
Huff him. Grab the girl in the other room.
What's the charge?
That's the charge.
Angie! Call my Uncle Mike. His number's in the book. Tell him I can't make dinner.
Who's Uncle Mike?
Let's just do it!
Watch your head, sir.
Sailor Hardware, Mike Terranova speaking. How can I help you?
There's no Mike Terranova, not in our family.
Is this about Vince? You sound like one of his spacey friends.
I'm his second cousin by marriage. The police arrested him. He told me to call and say he couldn't make dinner.
Just like the bum, ain't it?
Now, what's going on here? Who are you? The police hit him. Why? What's happening?
Yeah, listen, thanks for the message, doll. I got a scoop. The store's buzzing.
Hang on.
Yeah, I'm with Terranova. Get this guy's sheets down and tell Princeton Identification to send somebody down. Yeah, I want a new set. Right hand, index, palm, thumb, and ring. And tell the PC we're in 6.
What's the charge, Sanchez? They shoot the president or what? Huh?
Oh! Huh? Oh! My best friend, Emmett Hicks. He's picking up some off-duty change driving for Wexland Armored Transport. Yeah, he's on his back on the sidewalk. He's out of the play. You grab the Sam Brown and trigger him off!
I don't know what you're talking about.
Your car was made, bozo! You got a rap sheet looks like a grocery list. Yeah, I hope you got a good constitution, man, because Emmett had a lot of friends in here, and all of them are looking to leave you with a little something to remember him by. You know how it is, Captain? It was kind of tight in here. Goosed himself on the side of the table while I was moving to his chair. Hey, Vinny, this here is the PC. It's the precinct commander. He's your boss till 8 o'clock, huh? So you got any complaints or anything on the way you're being treated, he's the one you want to tell him to.
After you get the cross match from P&I, let me see it.
You bet, Captain. So, how you want to start, Vinny? A lot of guys out there, they would love to hear your side of it. I could get you in a room with 4 or 5 of them.
Let me ask you something, Sanchez. Am I gonna get a trial? Am I gonna go straight from here to the electric chair?
I don't know, Vince. I like trials, you know, but they're time-consuming. Confessions on oath now, they're much better.
What about a phone call? You at least gonna give me a phone call?
Refresh me on this, Vince. Did Emmett get a call? I don't think he did. Of course, he might have. Of course, you were there. I wasn't. Did you give Emmett a call, Vince? Before you stuck the piece in his chest and blew his heart out?
What are you doing here, Frank? Expecting a bureau driver.
The local cops picked up Vince. Apparently they're batting him around.
So you go get him, you badge him out of there. You know it yourself, shouldn't be that tough.
Well, listen, I called over the 47th to ask about Vince. All of a sudden, I'm talking to a press relations officer in Brooklyn Central.
Really?
Yeah, and this guy Captain something. He starts with the run-on sentences, and I'm getting nothing. And they're feeding all inquiries to their department flag buying time. And Daryl, I don't know what they got him on, but it must be big. I don't think I'm going to be able to badge him out.
Okay. As long as it doesn't make me late, I've got a budget meeting in 2 hours. Dinner tonight in D.C. You know, Frank, I never knew being director would be so hectic.
Yes, sir. It must be terrible. Captain Falk. Frank McPike, OCB. This is Director Elias.
Hi, guys. How's everything out of Potomac?
We understand you have a man, Vincent Terranova, booked this afternoon.
It's a big precinct, hard to trace. Our central booking sheets don't get mainlined till 2. Then only if they've been signed by the AO. And they don't get back till the end of watch. AO, that's arresting officer.
Yeah, I'm glad you told me. My mind was reeling with the possibilities.
I can call down if you want, but it's going to take a while to access the databank current arrest software.
We want Terranova on a federal crime. Can forget all this computer clickety-clack. We know he's here. You fail to produce him in the next few minutes, we're going to have to go over your head, Captain.
What was your name again?
OCB Director Darrell Elias.
I don't want to get into jurisdictional beef with you, Johnny, but if Mr. What's his name again?
Terranova.
If Terranova's here, I will try to access him on our computer. On some days, we process 1,500 arrestees or more. This isn't the Lizard Lick PD.
All right, let's get out of here. We're gonna have to go over this guy's head.
Take your best shot, Johnny.
Who's with you on the armored car hit?
I wasn't there, man.
Sure you were. And we're gonna help you remember.
I want to see Captain Falk now.
Whoa, hold it, fellas. You need an invitation.
Got one, Luke.
You kidding me, man? Illegal assembly? What did this guy do? Forget to get his permit for the Sons of Italy parade?
Funny as it seems to you, Lou, you have him downstairs in 5 minutes.
Not much of a beef, Johnny, but like I said, we don't even know if he's here yet. So you're peddling that at the wrong store.
All right, enough.
Oh, you guys want to use the phone or anything, just sing out.
Thanks. It's McPike. Do we have a computer link up? Yeah. I got it. E1873441Q. It's Terranova's booking number. But now there's a computer. What do you say we punch it in? E1873441Q.
Well, you're right. We got him. We're not letting him go. He's here for suspicion of murder. Killed a cop.
I don't care what he's done. He's coming with us. You can have him when we're through with him.
It'll take the governor's office to get this guy released to you.
Maybe we should call.
Hey, you better hope the feds keep you forever, scuzzbag.
What happened to him?
Some of Emmett's old partners whacked him around. They got nothing.
What the hell is going on here?
That armored car heist where the guard got killed. He was an off-duty cop out of that precinct.
They think you're part of that?
Yeah. They got my license plate number. But she must have been using my car.
That kid can't be that daffy, can he?
This thing is beginning to pick up speed. They use my car in an armored car heist. I gotta nail Hollis for that before he gets out of town.
Benny, these cops are gonna be looking for you in jail or out, and I think the precinct commander smelled something. If they catch you running around, they're gonna give you more than a split lip.
Drop me off here. Frank.
All right, pull it over.
Richie, come on, Richie, come on. Get that in the trunk. Dr. Pooley has to get going. Tonight is really gonna be something. I can't. I can't thank you enough for what you're doing. I really am honored.
Calvin, you're a brilliant soldier. And you can say things that, quite frankly, I can't. Now, my message is more cerebral in nature. You know, what you have to say toughens them and turns emotion into positive action. Your message can be the message of the warrior, the Christian legion who will lead the army. It's a different message, Calvin, a very different one.
You know, I was nothing. I was a nobody until I met you. You made my life count. You know, there is no one else in my life, Dr. Pooley.
Yes, of course. My plane for Boston leaves at 8. I won't be able to stay at the rally long. I'll say a few words and then it's all yours.
Oh?
Listen, Calvin, I know you like to burn the cross and sing the Klan song. Maybe you could wait until after I left.
Sure.
Bless. I know, Calvin. God bless you, too.
Hey, what are you doing?
I was just making sure Dr. Pooley didn't leave nothing behind.
No, I don't want you going through the dresser drawers.
But I thought you said to make sure we don't leave nothing for Zog agents to find. You know, I think it's really great Dr. Pooley's letting you speak tonight. You know what you're gonna say?
Yeah, No, I don't know. What? I mean, you know, it's like Cain, who made it with Eve in the Garden of Eden. You know, when Adam wasn't looking, and then how they threw the offspring out of Eden, from whence they started to breed with the lower animals of Canaan and Galilee, and that's what caused the mud people. And the niggers and the spicks and the kikes. I can't do it as good as Dr. Pooley does. But you'll see tonight. Come on, let's get out of here. Turn the key in at the office.
It's good.
I don't know. What are you doing? What?
Hey! Who the hell do you think you're dealing with, huh?
What did I do to you?
What you did was you peeled an armored truck using my car, and then you killed an off-duty cop. I got the whole NYPD after my ass.
Hey! Vinny, what are you doing?
Shut up! Just shut up!
I didn't know.
Richie gave us the car.
He's a kid. You're a pro. You should have known better. I scored 50 Uzis for you guys at a primo price, and you use my car in a job? What are you, stupid?
Look, I didn't know. And you didn't do us no favor. Them guns didn't have no ejector springs.
What is that? Is that a complaint? Huh? Because if it is, this is my complaint adjuster.
Look, stop, please. No. You don't know. You don't understand who we are. You don't understand what we're about.
Don't you give me that white power crap, Calvin. Don't you do it. I got one color of interest in that is green.
You are gonna pay for the grief the cops are giving.
No, that's real possible, because we're big. We're over 2,000 members, and we're getting bigger every day. We're gonna be taking banks and armored cars, and we're gonna need munitions and ordnance, and you can supply it for us. I know you don't believe me, but you come to a rally with me. And you'll understand.
When?
Tonight. Go to the Pancake House on Route 28. Just past Vernon Valley, and I'll pick you up at 8.
You know, for a revolutionary zealot, you really ought to get over this fear of guns you got.
What do you mean take down license plate numbers? That's what Charlie's here for.
What if Charlie can't make it?
What am I supposed to do, run around a parking lot with a pad and pencil?
That's what McPike said, son. We want to see who's up there, cross-check it with the data bank. See if we can't find us an honest-to-God, crime-committing redneck sumbitch. Keep in touch.
This is your car?
The sled belongs to some guys I do business with. I had to borrow it on account of my car's a little hot these days. Some guys I know used it in a heist.
Don't worry, Terranova. This will be worth the hassle. Leave your car and driver here. We'll drop you off later.
I'm gonna go with them. You wait for me here, okay?
I gotta talk to Dr. Pooley. You guys, take it easy. I'll see you later.
I'm sorry about your car, man. I didn't think. I mean, I was with those guys. I didn't know they were gonna hit the truck. I just didn't think about it.
Don't worry about it, Rich. I can handle the heat. Did you get anything on Calvin this afternoon?
He told me he was involved in the murder of Dan Pringle, the owner of the paper that was attacking Dr. Pooley.
Well, what about Pooley? Did he set it up?
No.
Huh?
No.
Because if he did, that'll tie him to all this.
No. Calvin said Dr. Pooley knew nothing about it.
Pooley sure knows how to ride outside the car, that's for sure.
Maybe that's because he's just what he says he is, an idealist. It's Calvin who's crazy.
Let you grow up, will you?
Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Knox Pooley. My friends, I'd planned on being with you tonight and speaking with you about this great cause that we are engaged in fighting for. However, because of my talk and book show appearances in Boston, regrettably, I have to be on an 8 o'clock plane. So another patriot will speak to you. I give you a leader who has pledged his allegiance to the flag as I have pledged mine. I give you a pilgrim of promise. I give you Calvin Hollis.
You know,
You know, people believe that I am against that I hate niggers, spics, and kikes. There are those who say that I want to rid the society of the mud races. Well, perhaps, in a way, this is a fact. But it's not the mud races that I am against. It is the white people that I am for.
I'm for a country without welfare. I am for an honest day's labor for an honest day's pay.
And I am against everything that desecrates the image of America. Dr. Poole says in his book, The New Eden, it's not the mud people who are to blame for the sorry condition that we are in. It is us. It's you and I. White Americans who have said to each other that these people have the right not to work and to suck the nipple of society. You and I have said to each other that the mud races, they can't read or write. So we must. You and I have let the Jew banker and the multinational Zionist corporations steal the bread from us while we paid this government to support the lower life forms. And it is going on more and more today. But my friends, the victory is inside us. Because we have the power.
What the hell you doing here?
I thought I smelled gas. Thought it was coming from under here.
Everybody smells gas. We're burning a cross.
Yeah, maybe that was it. Just leave it be. Okay? Okay.
Freedom that was given to us by our founding fathers. Freedom. It is amazing that we have allowed it to slip. Dr. Cooley says it's our fault that we have turned our backs while the mud races with their Jew lawyers have fought these battles.
The victory is inside us. We are growing everywhere we go. Thousands are joining us. But we must have the courage to win it.
Keep it together, man. Keep it together. Keep it together. Come on, man. Keep it together.
Hey, did it look good?
Yeah.
Did the cross look good? I was too close to tell. It was all right?
No, it's really nice.
Yeah, 'cause...
Hey. Did you talk to the guys about the weapons or what?
No.
Well, you bring me out here in the pouring rain to listen to this? What are you pulling on me?
The reason he's so hot-headed is because he's been on his hands and knees snorting gas fumes.
Ride with me. I'll take you back to your car.
That's a good idea. Mind if I turn on the radio?
Whatever.
Yeah, it was someday. You're standing up there in front of us, saying your first novena. I was so proud of you. You know, you told me one time revenge only hurts those who use it. I guess you were right. What I'm doing now is for you, Pete. These people are too stupid to waste my life on. Too unworthy to punish for yours. See, you finally got me to do something your way. So if you get a chance, put in a word with the boss for me. He always understood you better than me. Tell him I'm gonna finish this the best way I can.
Vinny?
What are you doing here, Angie?
Came to give you a ride back. Mom said you'd come out here.
Oh, pal, go ahead, keep the change. Forget about it.
these guys killed Pete. I found the St. Christopher medal in the grill of one of their trucks. I had a feeling about it, but I wasn't facing it. Well, maybe that's why I was so worried about Richie. I was using him as my excuse to dig into this, I don't know. When I saw that truck, I knew that was a truck that killed Pete, and I knew that they killed him because of what he said on television. I opened that hood, and I knew that I was going to find the St. Christopher's medal in there. How did I know that, Angie?
I don't know, Vinny.
You know, these people, Pooley and Hollis and all the rest of those slobs, they think they can't make it in life because of affirmative action. That Jewish businesses won't hire them. But it never occurs to them that maybe it's because there's not a high school diploma in a whole bunch of them. It's some Disneyland for morons. They got cassettes and T-shirts. And... The only reason they killed Pete is because he stood for everything that they were against.
What do you stand for? Hmm? I always had a tough time believing you were a criminal. Danny never believed it.
Yeah, well, Danny always did have a soft spot for my BS.
Who's Uncle Mike?
Angie, don't mess with this, Angie.
Vinny, I love you. I really love you. I mean, I thought maybe it could be something more than a sisterly love or a cousin's. And maybe it still can be. I believe in you with all my heart. And this hurts me. I've got to know.
No one doesn't always help, Angie. You gotta believe me.
Vinny, life without risks just isn't life. It's just existence. You have to care enough to trust me. I mean, I'm in this with you whether you tell me or not. It's just much harder not knowing.
You tell me to take care of Terranova's brother, and then you set up a deal for guns with him? Are you out of your mind? He's crawling around under my truck. I ran his brother down with that truck. I want to get rid of Terranova.
Well, he's going to be hard to take. Hmm?
Give him some cash. A down payment. And tell him we want 2,000 guns for a big meet upstate at New Eden. Get guys from all the regions of the country. He takes the orders from them and gets the rest of the money in advance. Oh, then what he gets instead is a face full of buckshot and a shallow grave in the mountains.
I just wanted to hear you say it. And I want Richie to be there.
I'm going to the New Eden. It's someplace in the hills in upstate New York.
I didn't know it was so close by.
Yeah, it surprised me, too. Tell McPike that I'll be leaving the gas station about 6 o'clock. It'd be nice if I didn't have to face that pack of mouth breathers alone.
Now, you got it, son.
Okay.
Where's Calvin?
He'll meet us up there.
You're not gonna believe this. Terranova's on the loose. McPike and a carload of feds are tailing him.
All right, radio up position to Minsky and get through the fog. Tell him we got something, I think it's big. We're gonna need troopers rolling, man. It's their playground. What's Terranova doing out? I thought you guys were holding him in federal lockup.
What do you say we don't get into this now?
I got troopers on their way up here, Frank. All I'm looking for from you is a ball score.
We turned Terranova. He's working something for us on the inside.
Oh, that's cute. You turned a cop killer to work something for you.
He didn't kill Emmett Hicks.
I say he did.
What kind of a goof do you think I am? Terranova's playing an inside game for us. I got an alibi for him during the time of that armored car job.
And you're now just remembering to tell me that? Get out of here, McPike.
Let me tell you something. These guys are white supremacists. Terranova is a mob smarthead. He doesn't kill people. He steals from them. Now, these guys probably killed Hicks because they thought he was the wrong color. That's the kind of dumbass operation they run. Now, I call the shots. Now, you want to play, I'll let you play. But that's as good a deal as I'm gonna make. Now, what do you say?
Okay. I'll tell my men to come in soft.
All right, let's just all stand there. Let's get in position.
There's supposed to be 20 guys here with bags of money.
They've been delayed.
All right, so where's Calvin?
This is it, Vince. Your private party. Go through him, see if he's packing. Check outside and make sure everything's cool. Hurry it up. How long does it take to pat him down? Okay, kid, give me the gun.
Hey! Get off him! Get on your stomach, damn you! Get on your stomach! Don't you look at me!
You still got custody of Terranova, but I'm gonna see what I can do to change all that. In the meantime, I'm gonna hold on to this one. We'll worry about jurisdiction later.
Be just fine. Out. Where's Calvin?
He didn't show. We still got nothing on Pooley.
What about Cork?
He's the guy that hit Pete, Frank. It was his truck.
When did you find this out?
Last night.
Why are you holding this back from me, Vince? You weren't playing catch-up, were you?
Frank, I called you. I was up here being a cop. I want that guy dealt with by the system, Frank. I want him charged and tried and sentenced.
You're growing up.
Well, well, what do we got here? Mud people all dressed up in blue. Get out of my cell.
You killed Emmett Hicks.
Who the hell is Emmett Hicks? I got my rights, nigger. Get out.
Got a perfect match for your prints at the armored car heist.
Animals.
mud people.
Ain't that the truth? But every now and then the mud people get lucky.
What do you got this time, fellas? Jaywalking?
Murder charge. Now you guys can file it. Hit and run on Father Peter Terranova, first degree. I want to serve this on Corker myself. It's a promise I made to a friend who couldn't be here.
No can do, Frank.
You guys can book it. This is not a jurisdictional problem.
Sure is, and it's a big one. You want to book Mr. Corker, you're going to have to do it in the hereafter. Personally, I don't want him that bad.
What are you talking about? He's dead?
He's either dead or one hell of a practical joker. Poor guy hung himself in his cell.
Sports section, day code. Not Hamilton trying.
How you doing, Vinny T?
If you play by the rules, and the system lets you down, what do? I'm a little confused. I thought we could talk about it.
Corker hung himself in that cell, Vinny. Now, I know Richie Stram saved your life up at that cabin, but we're not doing him any favor by bonding him out. Calvin Hollis is going to be asking him questions he can't answer. Stram's better off in jail. At least Calvin can't get to him there. So why are we letting him go, Vince? What's going on?
I mean, the guy you were supposed to plant was with Terranova, and Stanley Corker ends up dead. I want to know why.
I don't know. There were just all these cops all of a sudden.
Well, what did you do? Call him?
Hey, look, Vinny's a hood. They probably follow him all over the place.
Well, then how come he didn't get busted?
Corker was the only one with a gun.
Oh, really? Mr. Terranova had to have a gun, too.
Don't worry about me, Calvin. Worry about your manners.
Hey, back off, man.
Shut up! What's that, Calvin? You weren't mumbling when you set me out to the boonies, were you? Everything was nice and clear, except whether you were trying to set me up. And if I find out you were, I'm gonna hand you your ass in a paper bag, and the same thing goes for you, too.
Fashion show, Paul.
Just showing you how to dress for success.
Well, I guess it's better than finding you making an obscene phone call. How are you?
Good. So you know why Elias is no longer with us?
Yeah, it's all over the bureau. Yeah, I got one question. Was he a breather?
No. Actually, he was pretty verbal and very imaginative. I can't believe the guy used a safe phone in here. Wait till you hear his greatest hits.
Hello?
What are you wearing?
Who is this?
I hope it's black lace panties.
I don't want to hear that, Paul. That's pretty sick.
Black lace panties makes me happy.
Well, other than that, how are you, Frank?
About the same as I was in Minneapolis.
That's good for the OCB, but you're going to have to tell me what that means for yours truly.
Huh. Well, that means I know who the boss is. You, sir. And I hope the numbskulls here make you more than interim director, because I like working for somebody who doesn't sit on their brains.
Thanks. So, is Terranova really using an axe to peel a grape?
I don't know about axes and grapes, but he's leaning pretty hard on those jamokes.
He's leaning on air. There's nothing there.
Yeah, there is. Calvin Hollis.
Career nut.
Well, he thinks Vince is connected. There's no sense in ruining a good impression.
And Calvin Hollis is connected to Knox Pooley, a wayward used car salesman. And Knox Pooley heads a group called the Pilgrims of Promise, a bunch of losers who aren't smart enough to operate a can opener.
Well, you better be careful, Paul. White supremacists, they'll call you a bigot.
That's a small price to pay if Terranova starts rattling some bigger chains.
Well, he's not coming back. Not yet, anyway.
Hasn't this vendetta of his gone far enough?
You know, I don't know if Elias's report remotely resembles the straight poop, but these people you're dismissing as wackos have been involved in a cop killing, an armored truck robbery, and a significant gun deal.
Then feed him to the local PD if it'll get Terranova off the dime.
And there's one other thing.
Richie Stram, I read all about it. He's an accessory to murder. The only thing Terranova should be doing with Stram is arresting him.
Afraid not. This is a salvage job. It's personal.
We'll have to discuss humanity and law enforcement over drinks sometime. Right now, I'm late for a meeting with Senator Kilgallen.
Oh, Senator Kilgallen.
You know the players. Do what you think is best.
Yeah, Paul, why the purple tie?
Haven't you heard, Frank? Purple is this year's power color.
72, 73. No, not there. There. Oh, now I lost my count. No, put it over there.
84.
Yes.
100% cotton.
Looks great, Dr. Pooley.
Just fair, Richie. Great is 50% polyester. We don't get 50% polyester, we gotta charge $12. That's a little steep for the forgotten and the forsaken.
Are you gonna send them back?
Well, the fates have conspired against us, Richie. People are now starting to pay attention to our cause. We can't do anything that would cost us momentum.
I got an idea I think could help you.
Oh, don't keep it a secret.
You know that talk show you're gonna do with Alexander Harden? You could sell cassettes of it. I know I'd buy one.
I know you would, Richie. Young men like you are our future.
Dr. Pooley.
Oh, that time, is it?
Yes.
Very well. Keep beaming up those ideas. We'll talk about them anytime we get them on.
There's hardly any room in here for me anymore.
The jacket's about ready for a trip to the cleaners, isn't it?
All right, you remember Caputo's Pizzeria? Remember that place? It was the first place I ever had a slice. Oh, man, Caputo saw how much I liked it. He gave me another one for nothing.
Now, how come you don't get bent out of shape about the foreigners that stole his restaurant?
First of all, they didn't steal anything. Caputo was 79 years old. He got tired of sticking his head in the pizza oven 50 times a day. What is this stuff with the foreigners? What is that?
Come on, man. They don't even belong in this country. Joey, give me a draft.
What do you mean they don't belong in this country? Didn't your people come over here on a boat? Because mine sure as hell did.
It was a different country then, man. I mean, it was space. Now they're eating us alive, and you're sitting here saying, live and let live.
That's a hell of a lot better than hating and dying, isn't it?
You know, this isn't any place you know anymore. You don't belong here.
I don't belong here. Where do you think I was born? Where do you think my mother lives? Where do you think my brother died?
You're just visiting.
Who the hell do you think you're talking to? This is my home here. And even when I leave, I take this place with me. Might as well have Brooklyn stamped on my forehead, because I got this place running through my veins.
Yeah?
That's right.
Yeah, well, then how come you don't bleed when the neighborhood gets cut?
I do, man. Every time this guy Pooley dumps more garbage in the street corners of my neighborhood. There's too much bleeding going on as it is. What the hell's the matter with you?
Everywhere I look, all I see is death. I see that security guard. I see Warren all in my head.
Kid, you're right. It is all wrong. That's what I've been waiting to hear you say. Now, this thing is all over with, Richie. And I'm gonna do whatever I can to bag Calvin, but I'm not gonna put you through this anymore.
No, wait a second. It's not all over. I gotta finish this thing.
For what?
Because it's not what the Pilgrims of Promise are all about. That's not what It's not what Dr. Pooley is all about.
Richie, that is exactly what he is about.
It's not about hate. He's not a racist. It's Calvin who is totally insane. I gotta warn Dr. Pooley.
Richie, the last thing Pooley needs is a warning.
Listen, you told me to take responsibility for my life.
Yeah?
Yeah, well, let me take it. I tell you what, you go with me to that television studio. I'll show you what Dr. Pooley's all about.
Yeah, all right.
I'm Alexander Hardin. Knox Pooley. You're awfully nice to invite us.
Oh, don't be modest. You're getting a lot of attention these days. Actually, we should have had you on weeks ago.
Oh, this is my associate, Calvin Hollis. He'll be leading cheers for me.
Glad to have you here.
Say, an hour is a lot of time. I hope I can fill up your whole show.
You won't have to. We've got 2 other guests. I better go chat them up if you don't mind before we go on the air. Coffee in the green room.
A nigger and a heeb. Makes me want to puke.
Does look like an ambush, doesn't it? But the fertile mind always triumphs. Remember that, Calvin.
1 minute.
I want to have these Marxist ninnies on a cracker.
Time to stand up and speak out on the Alexander Hardin Show.
Today, on the hot seat, Dr. Knox Pooley, founder of the Pilgrims of Promise, a controversial group that some say advocates white supremacy. Thurman McGill, the longtime political activist who now serves Brooklyn as the head of the country's most aggressive low-income housing program. And Maya Heimowitz, author, attorney, civil libertarian, and president of the Zionist Center for Free Thought. Pilgrims of Promise, a hate group.
There's no room for hate in the Pilgrims of Promise. In fact, the major weapon on our campaign is love. Love for the way the things used to be. Love for the way they're supposed to be.
What unabashed twaddle. You're perverting the language.
I'm simply striving, sir, to awaken the men who have worn their blue collars so proudly. They need to take back the jobs in the neighborhoods that are rightfully theirs.
We provided a very necessary service. We brought housing to people who desperately needed it.
What you did with your limp-wristed social experiment was disrupt an entire neighborhood by putting an undesirable element in those houses.
You want to talk about undesirable? What about the rabble from the Pilgrims of Promise who picketed those houses, who belittled and terrorized and ultimately firebombed decent people who simply sought a better place to live?
I don't know anything about firebombs. You'll have to talk to Wilson Good down in Philadelphia.
White revolution is the only solution. That's something I'd expect to find in South Africa or the Confederacy.
I resent that.
No, Mr. McGill is right. Makes me wonder if you have anything as clever regarding Jews.
I am simply encouraging folks to have pride in themselves, to take charge of their own lives. You gonna say you've never done the same?
We'll be right back after a word from our local sponsors.
3 minutes.
Smoke 'em if you got 'em.
That was a workout. You fellas play hardball.
I hope you're saving time to receive your Maccabee Eternal Light Award.
Oh, we got a lot of time. It'll be an honor.
That's a nice trophy. Say, I want to talk to you about that lecture tour of yours. Who does your booking anyway?
Elliot Kaplan at Talent Troika. I'm SRO everywhere.
That's your hero.
And now back to our show.
Mongrelization shouldn't get your bowels in an uproar. In the animal kingdom, the purebred's the weakling, the mongrel's the fighter, full of spirit and spunk.
Forget your rationalization. Your theory is stupid.
It's been proven by some of the finest minds in science. William Shockley, for one.
Racist nuts.
Afraid of the truth?
No, afraid of the lies that get men killed, that promote genocide.
I will not sit here and be called a murderer.
I want you off the stage.
What?
Get out, now.
Not until after I give out my 800 number. That was our deal, remember?
Well, then give it and get out. Bobby put it up on the screen. You've got 10 seconds.
1-800-555-4796.
This guy, Harden, is a menace.
Tranquilize yourself, Calvin. The man's giving him a show.
He's laughing. You said so yourself.
Business, that's all. He's got his routine, I got mine. To exist, we need each other.
I'm still gonna set that commie faggot straight.
Well, you give him a piece of your mind. I got some 800 numbers to harvest. Then I think I'll find myself a big slice of banana cream pie.
Great theater, wasn't it?
I was there, Frank.
What, in the men's room?
I was in the audience catching Pooley's act on the show.
Good, you have something to remember him by.
Hey, I am not walking away from this.
Well, then you consider yourself being dragged away from this.
What is this? Doesn't this new murder count? What are you gonna do, Frank? Just let the Pilgrims of Promise run around killing people?
The locals can call that shot.
The hell they can! Pooley's not gonna skate on this one. I'm gonna dog him all the way to prison.
You know, let me ask you a question. What is the fascination with this kid Stram?
Because without him, I have no chance of tying Pooley to these crimes.
What's that supposed to mean? Hey, I ask you a question. What's that supposed to mean?
He's working for me.
You blew your cover. Now how am I supposed to do my job?
Frank, I had to. I had to. This kid is doing a balancing act on a high wire between right and wrong. When he falls, I want to make sure it's on the right side. And if I can't do that, then I'm in the wrong line of work.
No, how about if you spare me the excuses? What you did makes me feel like a jackass for backing you every step. I bought you all kinds of time for your personal fandango, and you wind up shooting yourself in the foot.
I know Richie a long time. I'll take my chances.
Do you care about this kid, or is this about trying to get bounced from the OCB?
I am operating on my own terms, remember?
You understand, this is not about your terms. This kid is untrained and unqualified. He stands a good chance of coming out of this one body part at a time. Happens to the best of them. Now, you call that trying to save him? I better buy you a dictionary.
Yeah, but if he doesn't go after Pooley, that means he's staring at serious prison time. If he does, at least he's building a case for himself. He's doing something right for a change. Believe me, Frank, I've given this a lot of thought. The kid has to risk his ass to save his neck.
You know the high wire you're talking about? You tell me what happens if he falls on Pooley's side of it.
Come in, it's open. Richie, good afternoon.
How you doing, Dr. Pooley?
I'm fine, fine. Order you something to eat? You'll make a first-rate omelet here.
No, no thanks. Listen, I just wanted to talk.
More good ideas?
No. It's bad news, really.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
I don't know how to say this, Dr. Pooley. I mean, you are the one true believer I know. Nobody's done more to show me the road to self-fulfillment than you. There is a force at work, and I'm not even sure you know about it. Somebody in the organization is really hurting your cause. He is like cancer, and what he does just keeps getting worse and worse, and it won't stop.
That's pretty harsh, Richie.
Yeah, well, things are really starting to get pretty out of control.
I imagine so, with you talking like this. Tell me, does this cancer have a name? Come join us, Calvin. We were just waxing philosophical.
There's no time for that. And we need to talk. Now. And then we have that rally in Paramus.
You're right. Don't know what I'd do without you. Say, Richie, I've got some books and T-shirts in the next room there I want to take with me. Could you pull them together for me?
Yeah, sure, I'd be glad to.
A couple of dozen each. They're stacked against the wall there.
Yeah, I'll get them for you.
Thank you, son.
We need to worry more about security, Knox.
We need more money in the coffers before we're entitled to a dose of paranoia.
With John Hinckley shooting Reagan, Arthur Bremer shooting George Wallace. A man with a vision is a marked man.
So who's got me in their crosshairs?
Could be a guy named Terra Nova.
Never heard of the gentleman.
We bought guns from him.
What do we need guns for?
Protection from the mud bugs.
I don't want to hear that crap, and I don't want to hear about guns. The only thing you need guns for is to rob people. These folks are giving us money.
But there's a war coming, and you're a general.
I'm a conscientious objector. Now just cease and desist with your gun talk, or you're gonna have the law jumping on us with both feet.
My watch phone never rings. Didn't they teach you that at Quantico?
Richie should have called by now.
Yeah. But he didn't. And there's nothing you can do about it. You don't know whether he's been treated to a 14-course meal or fed to the sharks, so your mind, it marks the time by playing all the possibilities, always thinking the worst. You always feel like you should have done something a little extra for the kid. But you care about him. You really do. Well, sometimes you feel like having him fit for a straitjacket. Sometimes you feel like wringing his neck. But he's your responsibility. He's family by default. Sometimes the silences can be loud.
I'm sorry, Frank.
I don't want you to be sorry.
Force is the only thing that a bunch of people understand.
Darwin would have loved you, Calvin. The man who preached survival of the fittest. Do you have any idea of what I accomplished on that old Goats TV show? I tapped into a whole new market. But if you start arming us, we're going to look like the lunatic fringe.
Richie.
Now go check on him. It's about time you did something right.
He's gone.
No reason for a damn tantrum.
No, the trophy, the one that the Heap gave Hardin.
What was it doing here?
Hey? Safekeeping.
How did you... You killed him.
What? You idiot. You killed him, didn't you?
What? I mean, he was laughing at us.
But the cash register was ringing.
Oh, look, the money doesn't matter. I mean, it was for purification.
Purification.
To hell with purification. To hell with the Pilgrims of Promise. God didn't tell you to kill anybody. Did not, damn it. Now you've ruined everything.
I just did the things that you thought had to be done. I was your soldier.
You're no soldier. Oh, you're a coat holder.
No.
You have to look at somebody else to find out who you are.
Oh, please don't hit me, Daddy. Please.
I'm not your father. And from here on out, I'm nothing to you.
No, my father, he beat me. You don't understand.
Oh, you don't understand. I never want to see you again. What? Get out. And don't come back. Don't ever come back.
Emergency.
Why the hell didn't you call me?
So he just wanted to get out here first.
What is that, son?
It's a trophy. There's a name on it. That TV guy, Harden.
Where'd you get this?
It was in a room at the hotel.
Whose room?
Dr. Pooley's. It's a room he uses to store stuff in. So you guys gotta help me. I know I shouldn't have run out. I thought I was strong enough to handle this. I guess I was wrong.
Gee, it's all right. You did a good job. You had to be strong to go through what you did. It's okay.
It's McPike. Give me Sirica and Partials and Irvin and Layton's. Put them in the starting blocks. I want a complete print index on Knox Pooley and Calvin Hollis. You have it waiting for me when I come through the door. All right, let's go. You in the car.
I'm coming. Keep your pants on. Get out of here!
Let's go.
All of you, get out!
They dusted the trophy for Prince. No Knox Pooley, but Calvin's all over it. 10 minutes ago, he was at your house bouncing your mother around.
My mother?
She's all right. We got a man with her now.
I gotta go. I gotta get home.
Calvin was there because you're a fly that got caught in Pooley's web. Now you're gonna see it through. No early outs.
Well, Frank, why don't we take a shot at Pooley? We got enough for a warrant, don't we?
I'm working on it already. It's gonna take a little longer.
All right, well, I'll go and sit on him and make sure he doesn't get any ideas about taking his show out of town, all right?
All right, you hold it. It's not yours anymore. You're mine. Out.
All right, go ahead.
Who are you?
Name's Terranova.
Pleasure to meet you, sir. Your name's the catalyst for a lot of kind words. If you don't mind, I've got a plane I can't...
No. You are not going any place until I find out where Calvin is.
I'm afraid Calvin's gone, Mr. Terranova. And I pray I'd never see him again.
That's not the way it works. You see, Calvin owes people money. Now, if they can't get a pound of his flesh, they're gonna settle for a pound of yours.
I didn't cheat anybody. And I sure as hell didn't kill anybody.
Who got killed?
Alexander Harden. Calvin beat his head in.
You called the hit, didn't you?
Absolutely not. Now, I'm a businessman just like you. I had a good thing going here. The best. No way I'm going to tarnish the mother lode with a murder. I had an audience that was handing me money faster than I could count it. And all I had to do to get it was blame somebody for their troubles. These suckers were as happy as goats in garbage. It was the con I'd been dreaming about all my life.
Knock, knock. Sorry to interrupt the hen party, girls. Knox Pooley?
You got him.
Got a warrant for your arrest. We also believe you know the whereabouts of a Calvin Hollis.
I'm not sure I know what you mean.
You think harder, sport. You got a reason for being here, Terra Nova.
I'm collector for the March of Dimes.
That's very funny. You taking lessons from this snake? That'll at least be good for a ride downtown. We don't got a warrant on you, but arrangements can be made.
Richie. Welcome to the real world.
All right, you want to tell me where Calvin Hollis is?
Keep your mouth shut! Hey, don't hurt my family! Just do what I said to! Just don't hurt my family! Come here, baby! Shut up! Shut up! Keep those kids! Shut up! Hey, Alice! The woman and the kids aren't hurting anybody!
All right, take the kids and get out of here. Get out of here.
Go, hurry.
No,
Hurry.
no. I said that you could go. I said.
All right, I understand. We'll be here if you need us. Your boy Calvin just took Thurman McGill hostage.
He's psychotic. That's why I told the police he killed Hardin.
The only call they got was anonymous.
At 5:48.
You know, you're doing a lot better than your constituency. Calvin killed one of the clowns that went into McGill's house with him.
There was nothing I told him to do. Just a practitioner of the free enterprise system.
Yeah, but you lit the fuse, sport.
So that he could destroy my business? Nonsense. I want him off the streets as badly as you do.
What the hell do you think you're doing? Get it out of here! Get it out of here! Get it out of here now! You have no right to be in here. No, you get back behind the barrier.
Maybe you'd like to talk to a psychiatrist or a clergyman.
No! No, look! Yeah, I want to talk to Knox Pooley and nobody else. Just like Custer, huh?
Custer died at the Little Bighorn. Everybody did. And so will we if you don't surrender.
Don't quit your whining, Mr. Shine.
My name is Thurman McGill. Look, there's no way you're gonna shoot your way out of this. Just put your guns down. I can help you. I'm serious, Hollis. I have friends at the DA's office.
Hey, Calvin, you smell something. Yeah, it must be mud people.
No, man, that ain't it.
Like I said, I got friends at the DA's office. I can speak to him on your behalf. Get him to plead you down because you released my family.
Oh, come on, don't feed me that line, McGill. I mean, we know you'd try and say anything to wiggle out of this.
We both need help.
Oh, God.
Oh, shut up and tell me what's burning.
It's Frederick.
Well, we got other things to worry about. Get up.
It's all over.
Come on, regroup, man. Get it together.
I can't do it.
Hey, wait, what do you think you're Huh? Out. Don't do it, man.
Calvin Hollis!
You got this toad.
Don't shoot!
Hey, where's my phone call?
Police have not identified the man who surrendered after jumping through the home's picture window. Still inside are Thurman McGill and Calvin Hollis, who has told police he is allied with the Pilgrims of Promise, a white supremacist organization.
Well,
So
we can
far,
write
there has
finito
been
to that little
death.
beauty.
The victim is believed to be the third of the 3 home invaders.
Stram, turn that thing down.
Began shortly after 7:30 when the trio burst into...
Pike. Somebody wants to talk to you.
If I talk to anybody, it should be my lawyer. Unless, of course, we can devise a way to avoid a trip downtown.
Yeah? You talk, sport.
Hello?
This is the apocalypse, Knox. No more ice. This is the fire.
Give it up, Calvin. That dog won't hunt.
What? You can't walk away. We're not finished yet.
Speak for yourself.
How can you turn your back on me? I am the one that showed you what the mud people were doing to us.
And I'm a richer man for it. But now it's time to move on.
That's not fair.
Since when has fairness been a concern of yours? All you care about is making sure the mud people don't get ahead of you in the chow line.
You're making fun of me?
You leave me no other choice.
I mean, you're laughing at somebody who killed for you.
I did no such thing. Now you say that. You say it loud and clear.
I was the man of action. Remember? And you gave me the ideas.
Listen, Calvin. Did I ever tell you to kill anybody?
It was for purification.
Damn it, Calvin, shut up and answer the question. Did I ever tell you to kill anybody?
No.
That's good. That's real good. Get yourself some help.
I don't want help. Don't you understand? I want you. I mean, I love you. I love you.
Thank you, Calvin.
Richie! Knock it off! Richie, stop it! Knock it off! Hey!
We believed in you and you lied to us! You lied!
It was just one more thing to sell, Richie. That's all. Nothing personal. I've been selling since I was 11 or 12. I remember this neighbor of ours down in Georgia came by one day. I wound up selling him an old porch swing. Didn't even have a porch. Well, right then, it was like the clouds opened up so the good Lord could look down and say, Knox Pooley, you are a salesman. And I've been one ever since. Doesn't matter whether it's fish, tires, or ladies' underwear. With me, it's never the noun, it's always the verb. Sell.
We're gonna burn to death if we don't get out of here.
Love him, Thurman. I did everything for him.
Hey, and you're gonna die for him too if we don't get out of here.
It was for the cause.
Then dying is the worst thing you could do. When you walk out that door, every newspaper and television station in New York is gonna want to hear your story. And you will be the one telling it, not Pooley. You!
I don't know.
It's time for you to take the spotlight, Calvin. You're a better man than Pooley will ever be.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess.
You believe in something. Pooley doesn't believe in anything except money. Now, he told you so himself. He doesn't give a damn about the cause you're giving your life to. Now, come on. Well, take your finger off that trigger. And stand up and walk right out that door. Right now. Let's get out of here.
All right. So, sure.
Come on.
All right.
Okay.
Sure.
Come on.
Sure.
Come on.
Sure.
Come on.
Thurman?
Rich, give your fingernails a rest, will you? They'll feed you when you get there.
Yeah.
It's minimum security, and you're only gonna do 18 months. You're gonna make it.
I keep telling myself that. It doesn't help me from being scared.
Well, I'd worry about you if you weren't. And when you get up there, I want you to concentrate on getting yourself squared away, okay?
Yeah, sure. And the mechanics class ought to really help.
Yeah, and read some books, too.
Yeah, I already started that Mark Twain you gave me.
Good, good.
Listen, say hey to Angela for me.
Okay, I will.
It's time, huh?
Yeah.
Vinny, thanks. Thanks a lot.
You take care of yourself. You hear me?
Congratulations. You won.
Feel a whole lot better if I was the only winner. Listen to this. Dear Vince, I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to bid you an appropriate farewell as I was leaving New York. But I have something I think will more than make up for my lack of manners.
A chance to live in high style in one of Florida's most beautiful ocean view areas. Coral Harbor, the condominium development I'm representing, would be perfect for you or your lovely mother. It's a chance to enjoy life that you deserve, Mr. and Mrs. Finkelstein. Now, we have both 1- and 2-bedroom condos with every possible amenity. Wall-to-wall carpeting, air conditioning, custom kitchens. Are you folks sure I couldn't offer you a little sip of Manischewitz?
No, thank you.
Never until after dinner.
Well then, rather than having you sit here and listen to me any longer, I want you to judge for yourself just how wonderful Coral Harbor is. You know, there's one thing I've always said. The person who does the best sales job is the one who's got to do the buying. Shall we?